Hi everyone, it is Antonio from guitarforme.com. Today I want to give you a few tricks and tips that will help you to play on time, better on time. Playing on time is probably the numero uno problem and skill that a good musician needs to acquire. If you don't play on time, what you play doesn't really make sense. You can just play the easiest thing on earth on time and you will sound amazing. The story of rock and roll is full of bands that couldn't really play well. They were not virtuoso of the instrument, but they were playing on time, and that makes or breaks a band or a player. So in this video I'm gonna share these 5 tricks. First of all, before we go into that, if you're new here, you want to carry on learning with me, I suggest you subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell. I just would like to address a misconception that I heard many people say, and many believe that it is the drummer responsibility to keep the beat, or it is the guitar player responsibility. It's not the singer, it's not my responsibility. No, that's absolutely wrong. It is every musician, every singer responsibility to know how to keep the beat. Every musician needs to develop that inner clock that tells you, all right, you're speeding up now, or you are on the 3rd beat of the bar. So that if you do the right exercises, very quickly you will develop that inner clock, and then you will know when to come in, when to change the chords, and how to play on time. I don't know if you heard the joke of how do you know if a singer is at your doorstep? If he doesn't know when to come in and which is the right key. Okay, it's a bit of a joke, I know, a bit lame, but it's true. Some singers, they're not trained, and they don't know when to come in, and they don't know which one is the right key. And you don't want to be that musician. You want to know when you need to play. The first suggestion I want to give you today is to make sure that your chord changes are nice and fluid and quick. Okay, so spend time making sure that you can change properly between chords. You can't play on time if your chords are not right. Okay, so instead of trying to play difficult rhythms with the right hand and change chords that you're having troubles with, then rather focus on that. Play simple rhythms, so even just on the beat. And make sure that your chord changes is quick enough. Another tip on this topic is I've seen many change the chords and start putting the other chord from the higher strings. That's a mistake. You should be starting from the lower strings, because even if you go on the root of the chord, for instance, and you play that on the one on time, and then you place the rest of the shape, that is already good enough to keep the beat, because the root gives already an idea of the chord change. So you don't have to be ready with all the fingers. Okay, if you can, better. If you can't, start from the lower strings, like this. 1, 2. You see, I pretended that I wasn't ready, and I just played the root, and that already gave the idea of the chord. The second tip is that you need to know when to change the chords inside a song. Do we change on the 1st beat? Do we change on the 1st and 3rd beat? Are the chords that we are playing syncopated, so on the end of 2 or the end of 4? You need to know these things. That way you know when to place the chords. Alright? Now each one of these chords is placed in a different place inside the bar, and you need to know exactly where they belong. Okay, if you're just trying to go by here, not understanding, okay, well, that chord is on the 1st bar beat, the other chord is on the 2nd, and so on, well, that's going to be a little bit tricky, because now you have to rely on your memory, you have to rely on your ear, and that is not always going to serve you well. The third suggestion, and guys, this is so important, is that you need to have the right hand technique. Okay, it's not about down, down, up, down, down. You don't learn like that. It's wrong. Okay, if you have been taught like that, don't do it. Okay, don't do it. You basically need to have your right hand, which actually is a forearm. Okay, you need to have your right hand moving like a clock and helping you keep the beat. And the technique, the basic technique, is that you are having a down stroke on the downbeat on one, and on the upbeat, the end, you will have an up stroke. This is the basic technique. Your hand must move 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Whether you're playing those notes or not, the hand needs to move like that. So in the beginning, you will play quarter notes, okay, as 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Do you see that the hand comes up on time with the upbeat? And you need to do exactly the same. And then with time, you can decide to add some upstrokes as well. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and that's the right technique. But it's not just the right hand that needs to help you keep the beat. It's your whole body. The right hand is the first step, but then you want to have your foot tapping on the downbeat. So 1 and 2 and 3. You see, it's moving exactly like I will move with the right hand. It's not just that, my whole body is going a bit. Okay, I'm not talking like you don't need to dance, obviously, but it needs to be emotional. I mean, your whole body is keeping the beat. You know, it's like this. You need to feel the music, okay? But it's not just that. When you're practicing, you should also count the beat. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and. You don't have to scream that your neighbors are gonna hear you, but as to come out of your mouth. You need to get into the habit, especially when you're practicing, of dividing the beat and counting it, and the sound needs to come out of your mouth. 1 and 2 and. You see, we are dividing the beat into 2, downbeat and upbeat. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So if you're doing all of this, if you practice this way, then we are building that inner clock that we were talking about, and that's what we want. What's this noise? Something is broken. No, it's a metronome. Now, this is one of those tools that not many guitar players do use, but every musician should have a metronome, all right? Nowadays, it's very simple. Okay, if you got grandma metronome, analog metronome, or if you got some digital ones, they're fine. There are apps like this one. This is called Amplitude, and you can download it for free, and you got a metronome, okay? You can decide the speed and whatever you want, and that will help you learn how to play on time and build that inner clock. So practice with a metronome, okay? Find out the speed of your song. Now they have got tap function, so you will tap there, and that will tell you, okay, it is 90 BPM, beat per minute, and there you have it. If you still got troubles changing your chords, then it's okay. You don't have to straight away start playing with the metronome, but you should be getting there as quickly as possible. Okay, so as soon as your chords are right and you feel ready, then start practicing with the metronome. It's gonna help you big time. Practice your rhythms, your chord changes, your songs at different speeds with the metronome. Count a bit with your mouth, and follow the rhythm with your body, and you will see that very quickly your timekeeping is going to get better and better and better. Alright, this is it for now. Don't forget to check my suggested videos, and if you got any questions, you can leave a comment, and please share and like if you like what you're seeing. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next videos.